Hi, I'm Aidan Timmins from Motor Trade Publishers, and this is a very quick how-to video on how to access our valuations on your mobile device. iPhone users will be familiar with our iPhone app, but we've decided to shelve that and instead make our site responsive. And that means no matter whether you're using an iPhone or a HTC or a Samsung or any other smartphone, you can access our valuations on your phone or tablet. Let's have a look at how you get started. Firstly, you will need to register an account with us. Now, that's a very simple case of visiting our website mtp.ie and using the contact menu at the top of the home screen. Here you can submit your name, your email address, make the subject line something simple like mobile, and in the body part, please don't forget to include the name of the company that you're contacting us from. Hit submit and we'll take it from there. Now, this service is free for all subscribers, and the number of users that you can register is directly linked with the number of guides that you subscribe to. If you're not a subscriber, don't worry, send us an email anyway and we'll be happy to offer you a 15-day free trial. Okay, so if you've contacted us and we've sent you back some login details, it's a very simple case of going right ahead and opening your phone's web browser. So, like I said, you can do that on any phone, but I use an iPhone, so I'm going to use Safari, and I already have the website open here, but I'm going to put in, for the interest of completeness, mtp.ie. Now, I'm going to show you a very nifty little trick to create an icon on your home screen, and I will also leave instructions on how to do it on other phones, so like Samsung and HTC, on our site's home page. But for an iPhone, you have a little box with an arrow coming out of it down here. Let's select that, and you'll see that you have an option over to the right here called Add to Home Screen. So let's select that. Now, we can rename the app if we want, but let's leave it at MTP, and there's an add button up here, so let's select add, and as you can see, it creates a little icon on your home screen. No need to visit your web browser and keep putting in MTP. Now, let's open that. You're brought to our home screen, and as you can see, there's a couple of different options here, but we're most interested in subscriber login, so let's go right ahead and log in. Now, the login details, your details are your email address that you supplied to us when you registered your interest to get our information on your mobile device. Let's put that in, and your password that we sent back to you. Now, I've just set up a temporary password for myself here, so let's put that in and hit login. Now we have a couple of options. We can have passenger car values or commercial and four-wheel drive values. We separate them. So let's go into passenger car values first. And as you can see, we have a couple more options. We have check vehicle registration number, which I'm going to explain later on because it involves some exciting new developments for Motor Trade Publishers and our subscribers coming later this year. But also we have select make and model. So let's choose select make and go right ahead and select, let's say, Ford. Let's hit done, and let's just let the page refresh for a second before selecting the model. Now we can select our model, and let's go right ahead to something like the Fiesta in 2011, which ran from 2008 to 2012. Let's hit done, and in just a moment you'll see that all the information that we need populates on the screen. So we have the car when it came out. It was in 08 to 2012, and it cost the last retail price, that's LRP, it was €16,301 when it was last new. We also have all the engine details and CO2, when it changed and got a facelift in July 2011, and also any notes which are pertinent to this particular car. So let's go right ahead and have a look at the values. Now, the values for 2011 is €10,350 with 60,000 kilometers. Now, let's say that we're looking at a car that doesn't have 60,000 kilometers. We are looking at a car that has only 45,000 kilometers. This is where our mileage adjustment calculator comes in. So if you select 2011, you'll notice that in the box above adjust, this little button down here, you'll see that the 60,000 kilometers gets populated in there. Let's select that box and get rid of 60,000 and put in instead 45,000 and hit the adjust button. And you'll see then that the valuation isn't €10,350 anymore, it's now €10,950. So this is our mileage adjustment calculator, and we feel that it gets values even more accurate to the vehicle that you're actually looking at. So let's go back up to the top and I will explain you what our check vehicle registration number service is. For the moment, this is just a vehicle verification service. So you can check that the vehicle that's coming to you to be traded in is actually the vehicle that is on the Department of Transport's file. So for instance, let's put in 10D1234. Very simple, and hit check. And we can see that you don't disturb the values that you're looking at on one screen. It brings you to a different web browser screen, and now you're looking at a Nissan Micra SV 1.2 in gold, and it's a petrol car. That is the details for that particular vehicle. Now we will be expanding this service to include other things like history checks and valuations here, but for the moment this is just a very simple, straightforward vehicle verification service, and we really hope you enjoy it. As you can see, accessing the car sales guide values on your mobile device is very straightforward, but if you do run into any difficulties, we'd be more than happy to help. You can find our contact details on our website.